Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another Donkey Kong 64 Randomizer Season 3 Tournament Qualifier. This is Qualifier number 6. We've got a great match for you all between Kamerson and MumboToken, two of the top contenders. Mumbo, the current number 1 seed. Cam, a little far down at 15, but doesn't even have enough races to qualify yet, so the fact that he's up at 15 is actually pretty impressive. I am one of your commentators today, Etiquette, and with me, I've got fellow regular commentator, Revan. Say hello, Revan.
Hello, morning, everybody.
Morning, indeed. Should be an exciting one. I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, I am too. Especially because Kamerson and Mumbo have both been playing a lot of Donk. Very, very long time.
Yeah, absolutely a ton of Donk. Currently, these two are the top 2 ELO havers in the race room.
My gosh.
Yeah. Although Connor joined late, so maybe not. But until then.
Right.
But just the sheer number of races they have and the fact that they're still up over 3,000 ELO is superbly impressive.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Especially with how volatile these seeds can be.
Absolutely. And we, not spoiling anything, but we have seen some of the qualifiers be a little volatile. So it'll be interesting to see what we have here.
Yeah, it's it's like I said, it's gonna be Forest Tiny Metal tonight. Okay, chat. it's just how it is.
Oh man.
What do you want to see, Etiquette? What do you want to see?
What do we want to see? I'm hoping for a a pretty quick family. I think one of the things that we often struggle with sometimes is getting a quick family. Whenever one of the Kongs just sort of is just hanging out there waiting until like the hour 15 mark, those seeds can be kind of rough. But if you can get all your Kongs early, I think that's usually a good sign. What about you? What are you hoping for on this one?
Well, besides Forest Tiny Metal, let's think. Oh, well, the starting kit is interesting. Trombone, orange throwing, and Gorilla Gone. Orange throwing is an interesting one to start with.
Yeah, for sure.
Then maybe because of that orange throwing, we want to see some Diddy Cabin today.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with this with these moves. I would not be surprised with like an early Caves.
Yeah, because with Lanky and Trombone, yeah, that's a really good pull, actually, if we get early Caves. Some shenanigans with Lanky Cabin and Lanky Igloo. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, starting with Gorilla Gone is always interesting. Gorilla Gone being one of the few moves that is always required to beat a seed.
Yeah, that means that there's one less hint they have to worry about getting eaten up, right? Like they're gonna have something else now because of that.
Yeah, but it's also one of those moves that like it doesn't really. There's not many checks to actually use it.
It does not do a lot. Yeah. Like you already said, most of its checks are in caves.
Exactly. Yep.
So.
I think the only one that's outside of caves, like the one in Castle, is an either or anyways, so like you don't even always even need it.
No, exactly.
All right. Well, it looks like we are nearly there with people readying up.
Oh, well, yeah, this is how it how it goes sometimes.
Of course.
Other things. I think just because of that Gorilla Gone, we should have a Chunky K rule. Why not?
I'm good with a Chunky K rule, especially anyone who has seen a lot of Season 2, but maybe not a lot of Season 3. One of the big changes that was made was to Chunky's phase no longer requires the second Simian Slam upgrade. You only need the one, so in order to do Chunky K rule, you just have to have Punch, Gorilla Gone, and Hunky Chunky. All right.
Yeah, it really helps reduce the paths for Chunky K rule.
Absolutely. And it looks like we are just about getting started. And they are off. Oh, immediate
Alright.
misclick there by Cam.
Oop.
Unfortunate. We'll probably see a pretty traditional opener. We've got a Galleon level 2.
Oh yeah, I see. Yup. And then let's see how many can they even get in right now. Oh, hints. Okay. Oh, chunky 5-door cabin is way of the horde. Alright. Well, there you go. There's your gorilla gone in the early game. 5-door ship to 4. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even get that other stuff.
Chunky's held by
Forest
Spot and
Mills.
Castle. That one's big.
Mills to 7. Okay. Gong Tower, near Gong Towers. Oh, the Melon Crate. Melon Crate, that's what it is. Yeah. Okay.
And there was I think it was the Castle Kasplat by Candy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
Alright, we got a K Lumsy cage here. Looks like a rainbow coin.
Yeah, unfortunately, don't have Donkey or Sprint, so we can't get that. But we do have a rainbow coin there.
Vanilla rainbow, 2 rainbow coins in K Lumsy's room, I guess. Sure. Why not?
Yeah, with that rainbow coin, you absolutely want to go back to the shop. I mean, we know that key 2 is most likely here anyways, but...
Yeah, unless it's just like one move that just leads to key 2. Like that's pretty much the only other scenario.
Yeah, very rarely do you have an actual path to key 2. It does happen, but not often.
Yeah, when it does happen, you know the scene is very special.
All right, so early key 2, we might see our racers duck into lobby number 3 just to see what it is.
You gotta have that early intel, especially for GB routing. Or there's always a chance that lobby 3 is really cheap and you can get in. Like...
Yeah, especially if you have like a Galleon level 1 and maybe like a... You know, a Caves level 2 where you know that you need to go to Caves, but maybe not right away because you don't have Chunky. We do get an early blast here.
Blast. Okay.
But yeah, if you have like a bad couple of first levels, but level 3 is something like Factory or Japes, where it's like, oh, this is actually a really powerful level to have early. Sometimes it's worth skipping levels.
Oh yeah, I've definitely, if you got a Caves level 1, and your level 2 is like Japes, and you can get into Japes, you're gonna do Japes over Caves level 1 for sure.
Oh, there was a sprint.
Oh, main aisle to. Okay, that was Baboon Blast. Okay,
that's most likely. Yeah, it's gonna be Blast. Yeah.
To 8 Donkey Diddy. So Blast leads to a Diddy move. So we have a Donkey and Diddy K rule so far. Okay.
Yep, Donkey Diddy K rule. And we don't have
right, we do have Caves level 1. Okay.
Yeah. We don't have a good use for that blast yet. Like if we had something in Llama Temple hinted, you know, that would make sense for Blast. Blast a little bit more valuable in season 3 because of that, you know, the fact that Llama Temple is locked.
Yeah. Yeah, it also leads to Baboon Blast being more likely to be hinted to instead of having a casino for it, so... Because it locks that entire temple, and that has like 4 or 5 checks or something like that. It's pretty loaded.
Interesting to see Cam go back for the rainbow coin here.
Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. Well, you know what? Honestly, well, Diddy and Lanky have coins in Caves. It's not like Donkey or Chunky where they literally don't. So yeah, that is weird. That is a weird...
Caves is a rough level for coins for sure. We got a Castle level 3.
Castle level 3, okay. We see Mumbo grabbing some of those Diddy coins I was alluding to. He's gonna check the beetle. This makes sense with early sprint. Level 1 Caves, let's see.
Just the golden banana.
Ah, darn it, dude. That would have been so good as like an out of logic thing to see if it was a potion and then do it.
Yeah, almost everyone skips. Baboon Balloon is technically logical for that, but almost everyone just skips it because you can just backflip into it.
Yep. Okay. So Yeah, this makes sense that Mumbo's heading towards Igloo side first because of Trombone. Usually people go left to right. At least that's what I do. But in this case, it makes sense to... Oh, okay. Tiny has a potion in Cranky Shop. All right.
That is a really good pickup, or something to note down. It's very easy to forget about some of these early shops, especially like caves specifically. It's like so easy to just not go past the shops again.
The way caves is laid out, it's so terrible. Like,
yeah.
I think it's like when you first pick up this rando, it is the worst level to learn. 100%.
Yeah.
You don't learn this level until at least like maybe seed 15 or seed 20, maybe.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is.
For me, it was Caves was the worst level for navigating. Forest was the worst level in terms of like knowing how to actually do the bananas, because you've got like the spider boss and kegs and stuff like that.
Yes.
Like, those get complicated.
Yes,
this one's just like going from side to side was impossible.
There are no significant billboards in caves.
Yeah.
Everything looks the same. Like, good luck.
All right,
wall-to-wall rock and crystals.
Yeah. We get an early boss peak here from Mumbo. Nothing there, but it's good to see. And we get a Foolish Jetpack.
Foolish Jetpack, okay.
That's really nice. Another new addition to 3.0. The ability to check to see if your jetpack game is going to be foolish or not. It doesn't tell you if it is going to be useful. It just is if it is definitely not useful or might be useful. So you do have to figure that out on your own.
Yeah, there was one seed, not in a season 3 seed, but where I was doing I had helm doors, right? And the random helm door rolled the rainbow coins, right? And I didn't know until later. So Jetpack was said, oh, this might be useful to your quest. And so I get banana medals, and I get a rainbow coin, and I go, wait, what? Huh? Oh, right, it's probably a rainbow coin helm door.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah. So that's how I found out. And then, of course, later in the hints, it says, hideout helm gate door is, whatever amount of rainbow coins. So I'm like, okay, thanks, game. So, yeah, a rainbow coin in that situation can be useful to your quest. Oh, okay, K-Roll versus Tiny.
That is the most that Gorilla Gon's ever done. 4, 8, and Tiny. Okay.
And Tiny. Okay.
And then we've got the Japes free Diddy item.
Okay.
And we've got the Castle Chunky Room, the museum.
Not mausoleum.
Yeah.
They're very close together, but no.
Oh.
The museum.
Okay, that's super interesting because Gorilla Gon is path to Key 4, but also the 5-door ship is path to Key 4, and those have 0 overlap.
No,
so
5-door ship is to 4. Oh yeah. 4. Yeah. To 4. Sorry, I was.
It could be like Chunky's 5-door cabin gives you like diving, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Or Peanut. Yeah. No, it couldn't be Peanut because we would need it would be path to Diddy as well. So yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna guess diving.
Yeah, diving seems like a safe bet. Considering the 5-door cabin is in level 1. And training moves, for those who don't know, they can only be in levels 1 to 3, and aisles checks that you can do from, with the whatever moves you get from those levels. So that's why it would be pretty likely for diving to be there as opposed to like level 4. It can't be in level 4. So
right. And then the thing that we were actually talking about right at the beginning of the seed, Mumbo skipping level 2, going straight to castle here. I like this a lot. We know Chunky is on a Kasplat here, and we also have a Kasplat hinted as Way of the Horde, so it's probably the same Kasplat. The only Kong we have hinted so far, so...
Right.
Oh! And I stand corrected, it's not him. Okay.
It's Primate Punch, okay. Way of the Horde Primate Punch, where we don't have Chunky K. Rool. Interesting.
Yeah. And that Chunky Cabin... Oh, the Chunky Room requires Punch.
Oh, yes! That's right. Chunky Museum requires Punch. Okay. Do you go in and do... Nope, no dungeon yet. No dungeon yet. For Mumbo. Makes sense. Oh, potion! On the twirl barrel, okay.
That is not a common potion spot.
No, it's not. Castle Underground, tiny twirl barrel. Okay. Yeah, it's looking like so far we need all of Chunky's moves, just despite not having Chunky K. Rool. That does happen in several seeds where you just get all of a Kong's moves and they're not for K. Rool. Like they aren't a K. Rool phase. Mm-hmm. It's usually pretty funny. I guess it might happen because maybe in this case Chunky Museum locks a Kong. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's true.
No, we don't have a confirmed hunky requirement yet, but having 4 out of the 5 or 3 out of the 5 moves is for Chunky is more than half of his moveset, so...
Yeah, and something like Pineapple is likely going to show up anyways, just because it's such a good move.
Yeah, and Tiny Temple logic anyway. 5-door temple and all that stuff. Right. So, and we know Barrels is on this path to this Chunky Museum, so Aztec Vases is going to show up probably.
And we got our
there's
first
Chunky
friend,
himself. There he is. Now this is the interesting question of this seed. I guess you go up to Museum to see what's... Do you even peak Museum right now, actually? Like, do you actually just go for knowledge?
I think
or do you leave at Warp 3?
I would probably go up to 4, do his shed just because I can, because we do have Lanky's instrument.
Right, yeah.
And then probably just run down to the museum, check to see what it is, and exit level at that point.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Because the... Like,
Castle Climb is such a funny thing.
Yeah.
Like, you have to pick and choose, and you hope you choose correctly about when to stop climbing it.
Exactly, yeah. And the funny thing about the rooms is, like, all the rooms feel, like, kind of okay to go peek until you actually go do it, and the hallway to get there is so long. And it's like, is this really worth the time to go all the way down here just to look at the item? I can't even get it.
That's why I'm like out loud questioning, wait, do you even go through the time that it takes to get there? Because you don't have Donkey to roll through there. You have Chunky, Diddy, Lake.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just roll through there now.
The only reason I feel like I would is because it's not part of a path yet. It's just the way of the Horde. Even
and
like
you'd
even
want
the
to
punch
know.
Yeah.
You'd want to know if that's a Kong,
exactly,
or if it's just a move, or heck, even a key, like maybe key 3 or something, right? So,
yeah.
Because depending on what it is would determine how fast, how quickly you push it later. So
precisely, yeah.
All right, yeah, he's checking the shed. Kamerson is doing the same thing, climbing up to Warp 4.
Yeah, Warp 4 is usually a pretty good stopping point. There's a lot of stuff you can do here with the Lanky greenhouse.
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay. Oh, vines on Chunky Shed!
And, oh, that's interesting, because we don't actually know if Pineapple is needed for that. Or if Triangle is.
If it's just Triangle, because we already know Triangle is part of this path. Like, not path, but like, you know what I mean? We know we need it for something. So, Whether or not the randomizer chooses to throw out pineapple for Chunky Shed, we don't know yet. It depends on where Triangle is and all this. You might notice that Kamerson just left the shed without waiting for the battle arena. That's because, for those that don't know, Season 3 does not have the battle arenas shuffled in these settings. So you can just get the item in Lanky's greenhouse and bail instantly. Or you can just peek it and you can just leave, so... Oh, okay, interestingly enough, Mumbo is going higher up castle.
It looks like Cam is as well, yeah.
And neither of them are checking or peeking Chunky Museum yet. Interesting.
Oh no, Cam!
Oh! And then we get the lovely camera seizure there. Ugh. Hate that.
Yeah, that's awful.
And that is... that is the risk with that cycle of those platforms there. If you try to rush that, and then you know, hug the wall too much, you lose all your momentum.
Alright, so we've got a tiny and donkey phase for Helm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Of course it wouldn't be an easy lanky phase. Because we already have the instrument.
Right, of course. Okay, we got more hints. So we're gonna look at those Mumbo? We're gonna take a look?
Alright.
Yep. Caverns to 4, 8, and tiny. Okay, this path is getting bigger.
Cave Spanky Tiny. Okay.
Tiny.
So that was the vial we saw, but we didn't get to. We don't have time.
All right. Mumbo not peeking museum. Okay.
Okay. And we have bananas. I think it was bananas in caves are foolish.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Chunky boss. Okay. Now, I hope we see Cam go in to see what boss is here. Maybe.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay. I mean, you don't really need to know, but... because you don't know if you need Hunky Chunky anyway, but... still. Alright, so... we got another punch check on Mumbo's side. This is part of the Galleon Caverns path. It's not the chest.
Could be the fairy. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Oh.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
It's not triangle. Okay.
All right. So, that vine swinging could be... that vine swinging is now in logic, and it could be vines is what is path to all this stuff now, because...
not quite. We don't have homing ammo for Chunky Shed.
Oh, true. What is this?
What?
Oh my... okay.
Oh my gosh!
No, but this is after. This is after. Because you need vines to get there.
So pineapple and homing ammo is needed for Chunky Shed. Oh
okay.
Gosh! We have a homing ammo somewhere, chat.
This is something.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so just because we were a little incoherent there, trying to like just going wild. So what happened was the Chunky Shed where vine swinging was is an either or, where you either need you always need punch, and then you either need triangle or you need Gorilla Gon and pineapple and homing ammo. Because you can either just kill them with the triangle, or you can punch open the box, use Gorilla Gon to reveal the bats, and then kill them all. Because triangle was locked behind vines, that means that Gorilla Gon and pineapple was actually the way to get the vine swinging.
Yep.
And so that just like really complicates the path now. It actually solves the path more, but anyways, we do have a vial here.
There's a shared move in Creakies. What is this?
It's a slam. All right.
It's a slam. Okay.
Sure.
Sure, you know, why not just have Chunky K Rool without Chunky K Rool, right? Like, I know we don't have Slam 2 for Chunky K Rool in Season 3, but this is vintage Season 2 Chunky K Rool without Chunky K. Rool.
All right. All right, so we're going to see our racers go over to the lighthouse area here. In Season 3, the lighthouse is open, but the shipyard is closed, and we do not have Peanut. Now we do. All right.
All right. That's shiny.
Why?
The random's just like, what was that etiquette?
Why do I bother?
Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna peek. Okay, we're gonna peek. Okay, I guess. Okay, yeah, we're peeking. Not peeking. We're gonna just probably just get Drunky Chunky here. I don't know if I don't think Mumbo peeked the Diddy Lighthouse slam switch.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah. Okay. I know sometimes, well, not sometimes, but if you do it, and then you go into Drunky Chunky, the reward like disappears, you know. So
yeah, it's only there while you're on the map. I think once you like go into a sub area or something.
Yeah. Oh, Simian Spring. Okay, our excitement immediately went down to 0.
You see Cranky's face show up, and it's like the best thing, and then it's spring, and then never mind.
It's that split-second dopamine high, and then nope, it's gone. Just like that. Alright, well, it's just a GB on Diddy's Lighthouse. So Mumbo is safe not peeking that. I mean, again, it wouldn't matter anyway, because they don't have Rocket Barrel. Neither of them do, so... Alright, so we're getting the classic divingless shipyard. You'll love it.
Yeah, really all you can do here is the one Kasplat, the one Melon Crate, and the 2 shops. But the shops are such high value that you absolutely take the trip.
Yep.
I will say, this seed has been a little bit low on the golden banana count. It's not too bad, but like only 12 over 20 minutes is, yeah.
It is drip feeding. There's been a lot more moves than GBs. And, yeah, more moves than GBs for sure. Which is funny that ratio is, looking at the tracker now, it actually is kind of working out that way. It's kind of weird. Yeah, they're both basically, so Kamerson looks like he's behind, but they're both basically like the same. Like they are doing the same route through the levels. I guess the fall that Kamerson had in Castle is really part of the difference there.
Right.
But that's about it. Because Kamerson went down to Castle Underground to get some chunky CBs and then left.
Yeah, it's mostly a little bit of doing things out of order. Also, Cam's a little bit more thorough, like checking the top of the lighthouse, stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah.
But okay.
Which in DK64 Rando, I gotta say, you do kind of want to be thorough. Oh wow, Aztec and Oasis, 3 potions. Okay.
Factory free chunky items. So 2 of the free Kong items are something. And then Aztec tunnels to key 6. That's our first key 6 hint, so it could just be like the Kasplat in the middle of the tunnel.
Yeah, and we don't know about barrels, like, you know, but barrels is probably on the same path as whatever is for that museum, chunky museum. So we don't know if barrels can be path to key 6, and you know, like, because Aztec vases, that's part of tunnels. So we don't know that yet. Okay, we're gonna check the banana horde dirt.
I don't hate this. The vines is part of this weird path right now, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which actually, that basically solves. Well, gone to key 8 is already solved, but.
Yeah.
The caverns to key 8 is probably solved with either triangle or
pineapple. Well,
pineapple.
it is pineapple because.
Oh yeah.
Vines was on Chunky Shed.
True.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny if homing ammo gets hinted. That's what would be the
I think
the really funny part.
A couple people in chat were mentioning I think homing is not required for that one.
Really? I thought it was because there's homing ammo in the shed.
I know, right? I don't know. Either way, homing is usually pretty inconsequential, so hopefully it doesn't come up.
Yeah.
Alright, so we see a return trip to caves here for Mumbo, which I definitely don't hate. You can do the chunky cabin. I'm going to guess the chunky cabin is going to be your diving.
Yeah, probably. That's what a lot of people in chat are guessing too.
We're running out of things in the first 3 levels. So, yeah, diving or barrels.
Diving or barrels. Like, it's got to be a training move.
Oh yeah, actually, barrels here to get diving in the museum. Could work.
Yeah. And then if it's not, we all just mauled, I guess.
Yeah, like if this is feather bow, I'm just all confused.
Yeah. All right, and Kamerson is right on Mumbo's tail here, going into caves.
Yeah, definitely a bit further back on Golden Banana count. It's like 12 to 15, but looking at their trackers, Cam has 4 chunky blueprints, where Mumbo already dumped a couple. So I think they're right about even when it comes to the blueprints and Golden Bananas. So slight edge to Mumbo, but nothing too major.
Here we go. The first to arrive at Chunky Cabin. Oh, that bee did not want Mumbo to get on the pad.
Cam paid the bee off.
Yeah. Whoa, that was close, Cam. Ooh. Oh wow,
these runners are getting too comfortable with this.
Yeah, I just hug the walls when I go through that room. What the heck?
Holy moly.
Cam literally threading the needle on that. What the heck? Alright, so we got a lovely Mad Maze Mall.
Yep. This is not the one that requires a gun. Although we needed a gun to get here anyways, but...
Yeah, these two have routed pretty similarly. It's kind of crazy, in fact.
Yeah, it's been slightly out of order, just like within a level. But other than that,
it's weird because again you've got barrel throwing. Yeah, so we're gonna probably see diving in museum then. Okay. It's weird because you have so many other, like, options and choices, like, for routing and like, between these 3 levels. Like, it's pretty flexible. But these two have basically done the exact same route.
Yeah.
Like...
Alright, we see Cam immediately going back to Castle, presumably to get what we think is diving.
Meanwhile, Mumbo stayed in caves. Interesting.
I think they want to get the medal for Chunky just because they're so close.
Yeah, I get it. But wait, no, cave CBs are foolish.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So actually, I think he might be doing... There's no way. Ain't no way. No. He's... What is he? Okay, dumping? Alright. Oh, Cam's trying to get this cheeky fairy over here. Okay.
Not through a wall, it is through a window, so it is allowed.
Yep.
This was the set of hints we already saw from Mumbo. Aztec is looking really good. I'm gonna guess it's your level 4? Although, actually, Aztec or Factory are level 4 and 5, just because that's where Donkey and Tiny are, and you have to...
Yeah, right.
5 Kongs in the first 5 levels.
We are on simple level order here, so... Alright. Kind of a... Taking a minute here. We're gonna save the rabbit, I guess.
Clear vial.
Oh, trying to dodge the domino. Okay. Yup. Probably diving. Yup. There it is.
Perfect. Okay.
All right,
Now
so
the
we
nice
have
thing,
diving.
the nice thing is the path that we basically took to get to diving is only, it was hinted on a path, and it's only got 3 ending items. So you're not gonna have a case where diving is your mega path on
Right.
like 4 different keys and 2 of the K. Rool phases.
It's a pretty modest path. Let's say
Yeah.
that.
It's kind of what's expected. Diving is such a powerful move. It's kind of expected to lead to at least a few things.
Mm-hmm. It gets really scary when it's like it says path to keys 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, tiny ditty, right? And it's like, oh my goodness, stop.
Yeah. And then you get a second hint that's the exact same thing, and you're like, what is happening?
Right? Alright, what is... It has to be between Aztec and Factory, and... That's for Aztec. Okay.
I think I like Aztec first better.
Yeah.
You got a way of the horde you can do. Tiny is in a shop, which means you know you can buy her.
And Aztec Tunnels has key 6, so you can maybe try to fish for that.
Yeah, you can at least narrow it down to narrow it down to one place, essentially.
Lighthouse to 4, 5, and Diddy. That's peanuts. Medals to 7. Aztec medals to 7. We got 2 different key 7
Oh,
hints.
the free the llama item
Oh.
is way of the horde.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of our Oasis potions then.
Yep. And we know Blast is Donkey Diddy and 8, so Blast could easily lead to like your rocket barrel or something.
Yeah. So it wasn't the chunky vases for key 6. Kind of expected, because barrels would have been... Well, not barrels, but... Yeah, no, we don't know. We don't have barrels hinted, so we wouldn't have known. But, I don't know. It's still kind of expected that it wasn't key 6.
Yeah, just... I'm gonna guess that it's just the splat in the middle.
Yeah, probably.
It can't be... The only tunnel check it can't be is the Strong Kong tunnel, because Blast was not hinted path to it.
Right. That's... That's the funny thing about Blast locking llama temples. That gives you info about that check, which otherwise would just go unhinted if it didn't. So
Yep.
That's an interesting wrinkle. Yeah, it can't be the hunky check either, because that's also barrels. So
Yeah.
it's probably just the Kasplat and tunnels for key 6. I mean, there could always be some zany thing, but it's unlikely. For key 6 anyway. Key 7, on the other hand, has a chance for Mill Watch, so we gotta be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, and the worst part about the potential mill watch is mills have a lot of slams. And we don't know if we know Forest is not one of the first 5 levels.
So
if it's level 6 and we're missing a slam, at least, or I mean, if it's level 7 and we're missing a slam, that could be rough.
Yeah, and that would be why the path to 7 would be kind of small, essentially, like its own thing, because we don't have anything else shared with it yet. So if you just needed like 2 slams for it, well, 3 slams I mean, but
2 extra slams, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so Mumbo pushed ahead.
Boom.
Tiny Temple. Yep, there it is. Easy every time.
Alright, and there's Tiny in this shop.
Okay. Cool. Well, believers must feel pretty safe right now for, I mean, getting all 5 Kongs in sub 1 hour, believers must be, you know, feeling pretty safe right now, because we already have 4 Kongs.
Yeah, and the 5th one is on a factory Kasplat, which all the Kasplats are just available. None of them are locked by any moves, so...
Yep.
As long as we can get key 4, which
right.
Should be in Chunky's 5-door ship, is I think the best contender.
Yeah.
Oh, the bet this time is sub 45 minutes. Ooh, that actually might be tight.
Okay, never mind. I thought it was an hour. Okay. My beat. Well, I guess you're all nervous now then, and the non-believers are comfy instead.
Oh, how the tides have turned.
Yes.
Heading into the backside of Aztec, we do know that this melon crate that we see Mumbo heading toward is Way of the Horde.
Right.
One of the 3 potions in the Totem Oasis area.
Keep in mind, we're going to be looking for that medals to 7 as well. Getting close on one with Diddy here. It's not going to be it yet, but pretty soon.
Monkey Port.
Mumbo. Monkey Port. Okay, that's a fair Way of the Horde. You need it.
It always hurts a little bit when one of those micro hintable items takes up a Way of the Horde spot. It's like,
right.
Oh, you could just give me something else.
Yeah, right, because you do have, like, Monkey Port, you can pretty much basically always get the micro hint, yeah.
All right. We might see some 5-door temple. It doesn't look like it. I don't hate this decision.
Yeah, I don't either. 5-door temple really depends on if it ends up being hinted, and then, like, if you have, or if it ends up being hinted in some way, or if you have more than like 2 guns. I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not Diddy's medal for the path to 7.
Alright, heading back to Galleon, gonna do that 5-door ship. Technically could do Lanky's as well, but Lanky's just doesn't fit with the rest of the paths, so I think you definitely do Chunky's first. And then, assuming this is key 4, I think I go directly to Factory.
Oh yeah.
Like, I can't think of
There's
anything else I want to do.
There's always that weird chance that it's not key 4 and it's another move to then go
Right.
get key 4. Okay, Cam is spending a little bit more time in Aztec. They want that
5-door temple to key 5.
E7.
Oh no.
Oh!
Oh, that one stings.
However, gone to key 5. That makes sense. Yeah. Because that gets you vines. Yeah. Okay. So that doesn't really. Okay, there it is.
Yo.
Well, okay.
So that's Peanut to 5. That's solved. Okay.
Well, like I said, I mean, you only go to 5-door temple if it's hinted or you have more than 2 guns. If you have at least 3 guns, I think it's fair to go to 5-door temple.
Yeah, I think with the information you have, leaving there is totally fine.
Yeah, it just stings a little bit in this case for Mumbo. Yeah, we had Gorilla gone to 5 earlier. That was already resolved because that was we got vines from Chunky Shed, and vines, you know, you need vines to get to.
Oh no.
To get to...
That wouldn't be path to Aztec. It was
Right,
gone
it's
to 4.
level,
It was
so-
gone to 4. Yeah.
It was gone to 4? Oh, my beat. I wrote it down wrong. Then, I wrote it down wrong. It happens. When they are flying through those hints so fast.
I know. I missed actually 2 of them on the last screen we just saw. I'm just waiting till Cam gets there. Yeah, here it is. Production to 8. That's the one I missed.
Oh, okay. And yeah, it's just key 4 in Chunky's 5-door, but there's a move in Diddy's 5-door.
Ooh. That is a
So
good
that's
thing to see,
interesting.
yeah.
Oh, that cop was kind of dangerous there. He had to hug the wall.
So here's a really interesting situation to be in with one of our hints. So we had the Galleon Caverns was to 4, 8, and Tiny, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we got both Pineapple and Triangle. Pineapple ended up leading to Triangle.
Right.
Now, depending on what you put in there, interesting little blue vial here. Alright,
This is
less interesting.
Okay. Oh yeah, but yep.
But like whichever one you put in there, either Pineapple or Triangle, kind of at this point it's still technically too early, because if you put Pineapple there, that means Pineapple doesn't lead to anything else. But if you put Triangle there, it means Triangle still has to lead to key 8 somehow. So you do have to be a little bit careful in assuming what item goes there. It's probably just Pineapple. But it is possible that Pineapple could still be passed to other things if Triangle also led to key 8. that's one of those things. That is the commentator blessing of being not playing the game and able to think about it. That is not something you think about during a seed.
No. Absolutely not. I can tell you, I just see the moves, I just write them down in the region, and I just guess at which one is correct.
We got O stand. I'm just gonna write it down for completeness. I don't think it's leading anywhere.
Sure. And it's Rocket Barrel and well, it's just Rocket Barrel locked at this point, so it's kind of unlikely if Rocket Barrel is like the end of one of these Diddy paths, which would be Baboon Blast, so.
All right, so we did get Donkey pretty quickly. Unfortunately, it was a bit over 45 minutes, so the Doubters do win.
Yeah.
Wait, we saw the bean. Where was the bean?
I was not paying attention.
I don't think it was there.
Looking at Cam, routing more of Galleon here.
I was in Funky and Factory. Okay. All right, so we do know the free chunky item here is Way of the Horde. We also know Production Room is Path to Key 8.
Is Path to 8, yup.
So definitely a few things to do. But honestly, I think after those two, I'm kind of interested to see what 6 and 7 are and how much they cost, because...
Right. Yeah. You gotta know how many GBs you need to route to get to those levels for sure.
You do need to make a return trip to caves at some point for that tiny shop, but...
Yeah, because that's hinted Way of the Horde. Alright. Feather in Storage and Arcade, okay.
Definitely need that.
Yep. So that just confirms our tiny path is Mini Monkey.
Yep. Yeah, okay. Technically, you can get away with oranges, but it is required, quote unquote. Right. Caves Helm Lobbies. Ooh! Is Mini Monkey on the Helm Gorlagon barrel?
Oh!
Does that fit?
That would fit. That
Tropics Office
would fit.
Really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, Castle Surroundings is the same path here, which is the vine swinging we just got. So yeah, I think all of that led to vines to get Mini Monkey in Helm Lobby.
Yep. Oh my gosh, yeah, oh yeah, no, we saw that potion.
Yeah, Castle Dirt also does fit, depending on where Balloon is, but I'm living in the best world, where Helm Lobby is the way.
Right, so then we would just be missing our Helm instruments, and then Rocket Barrel, and...
Which Rocket Barrel we think we know where it is, and then Vulture Race right afterward is probably for one of the instruments.
Right.
For Helm.
Welcome to bonus stage.
I think... I mean, I'm not saying the word, but like, this doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, no.
Production to 8, that's going to be one of the other instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caves Cranky Tiny is something. We have so many hints and not even that many things to get still.
Right.
All right, that's actually a little scary.
Yeah.
Like, it's not scary in that, like, it's scary if you're a racer and you realize this. It's like, how much of this could I skip? Because you have like 6, 7 unresolved hints,
Right.
but you only need like 3 or 4 more things. So yeah, I think King in chat might be right. I think balloon is happening to do the top of castle, like the castle lobby dirt.
Oh my gosh.
Because barrels also fits all these path hints.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so now it becomes a game of what of these Way of the Hordes can I skip? Because now I'm thinking it's a fast seed. And that becomes a bit of a gamble.
Yeah, sure does. Honestly, I don't think when Cam routed Aztec Metals we saw what key 7, the path to 7 was there yet.
I don't think we saw it yet, no.
I think it's a donkey metal for that. So
Cam is looking through the items.
Yeah, I think because coconut in these settings is like so like technically like weaker, it's not out of the question that it might be involved here.
Mm-hmm.
In some ways. I mean, similar to balloon, right? Slam 3 and strong to get 7 in Thornvine. Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's something like that, King, probably.
Yeah, because you need... I mean, it could be like guitar for rafters.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose.
I mean, guitar, we already know there's a move in 5-door ship that...
Yeah.
Oh, that's a yellow move on the Kasplat.
That's probably your bongos, then.
Yeah, that's bongos. Okay, so that's bongos. Which makes sense for key 8. But yeah, it's probably some combination of, like coconut or balloon or strong Kong and slam 3, like, or guitar leading to, like, that potion that we saw in 5-door ship.
Oh, what if it's the winch? Level 7 winch.
Oh!
It can't be because... It actually can't be because Peanut has already been hinted to stuff.
Oh,
but like,
yeah, you're right.
I just thought of that, and that would have been horrible.
Right, rafters would also fit. Yeah. Because it is Mills we're thinking about.
Yeah. Because it has to be one... Because, okay, so it can't be... The metal has to lead... The Aztec metal has to lead to something in Mills as opposed to the other way around, because all of the Aztec metals are available with Blast, which was just free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, yeah, and it can't be Lanky's attic because we know homing ammo is we don't know that homing ammo is part of the Chunky Shed thing, but
I guess technically it could be
funny.
that, yeah.
It could be fun. It could be that. I was starting to think of that. Homing ammo for Aztec metals. Cave shops to 8. So that's
gonna be the tiny.
Axe?
That's probably Sax or Rocket. No, it wouldn't be Rocket. It would be Sax.
No, it wouldn't be Rocket because Blast, we are pretty certain locks Rocket.
It could be Ponytail Twirl for a 2% minigame, yeah.
Well, we did have that Twirl barrel in Castle Underground, too.
Yeah.
That has a potion, so... Could be that. 2% situation would be pretty funny! And... Survey says... Saxophone. Never mind. No, the seed is just simple.
But again, now we're in the position there are too many items left.
Yeah, right. It's very weird. It's very weird.
Or there are too many hints left for the amount of items we need.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mini Rocket and Key 7. And we've got 3-Way of the Hordes, a path, and 2 other path hints. Like,
Yeah, 2 other, yeah. Oh my gosh. What did the randomizer cook up for this half of the seed?
Alright, we see Mumbo going for the Castle Lobby strat here.
Okay, we're gonna find out about Balloon on this dirt.
Oh, it was nothing.
Nope. Nothing. Balloon theory gone. Just like that.
I'm back to the Helm lobby.
Oh, it seems Cam had a fall in production.
Oh no.
Oh no, he did get it? Oh, okay. King is on the belief that Strong Kong is on Aztec metals. I mean, it makes sense if it's Thornvine.
I could see it, yeah. It would have to be the crate or the fairy. It can't be the bonus.
We know free
barrel.
llama was hinted, so let's see what this is.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do this anyway.
Saxophone was in the caves shop. The tiny shop that we saw at the very start.
This is probably Rocket Barrel.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Rocket.
Yep.
Take that immediately, do the Vulture.
Yep. While also getting some donkey bananas because you're gonna be, well, in Mumbo's case, he's routing all the metals, so this is his revisit. Unless he's gonna skip, thinking it's Strong Kong on the metal.
Yeah. I feel like this is where I would have at least dipped into 6 and 7 just to see which was which.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're
knowing if you need the next slam level.
Exactly.
Or not.
Yeah. Because you can do everything in Mills with your current slam level if it's level 6. Like, you do a lot of things out of logic, I should say. But if it's level 7, you obviously are gonna need that extra move.
Oh, but Mumbo doesn't have key 5 yet.
Oh, Mumbo didn't get key 5 yet, sorry.
Yeah, this is his revisit. So he's gonna get it on this revisit. Because he knows 5-Door Temple is hinted. So.
Yeah, true.
Ooh. Didn't notice this potion in Storage and Arcade. On Cam's side.
Huh.
Don't know if Mumbo routed up to where DK Arcade is. This probably can't be anything because of Punch, but
it's guitar. I mean, so that could be helpful to get stuff. It probably doesn't lead anywhere, but it could be useful for getting GBs, I suppose.
But keep in mind, though, that, I mean, it's weird. There is that. I mean, it's probably just bait. The 5-Door ship Diddy potion.
Probably, yeah.
It's probably just bait now. No chance for that. Dude, this seed is like, I'm not gonna be spicy in the second half here. I'm just gonna... It's just gonna be Thornvine Barn, and that's that. I'd love to be wrong that it's not gonna be spicy. I mean, believe me, I want a banger of a seed, but... I think tonight it decided to be a little too kind, maybe, depending on what the rest of these hinted moves are. Okay. Still looking for that. Okay, Mumbo's gonna get his key 5.
And Cam finally getting Donkey, getting a little bit punished for going storage side first rather than testing side.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really pointing you one way or the other. It's just unfortunate decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dynamic of which side you push first in Factory is always interesting. But Cam bought the bean.
Okay.
So Cam is a bean lever.
So minus 5 minutes already.
Yeah, it's the DK medal for the Aztec medals. Cam routed all those earlier.
You see Cam heading back there immediately. Going to do the free llama, potentially the vulture race.
Which is your rocket barrel, which is going to lead to vulture race. We will get our official confirmation of rocket barrel in a moment. Mumbo's about to go grab it.
And there it is.
Yep, there you go. He's gonna check the splat up here, although he should know, because I think we've gotten the 3 items, and yeah, we've got the 3 items in Oasis, so I guess he's just getting us as a GB. Probably. Yeah. Oh, not if you fall like that. Yeah, the recovery. Okay, that's fine. The O-stand trickery.
So many fairies.
There's just a surprise BFI in this scene. Now that'd be spicy. But no, that's not happening because we don't have Mini anyway. Mini's like the last thing.
The lobby item is only path to Tiny. So.
Yep. So Mini is our last thing we will get. Yep, another fairy. He's like, what are you doing, game? Where's my GBs? And Cam is like, I'll see you later, fairy.
Oh, man.
Alright, Cam, the first one to do vulture race here.
I think actually both racers also still need Lanky's medal. Lanky's medal wasn't doable until you had Donkey, because you need access to Llama Temple to get the extra 5. Because there's only 40 available, normally.
Okay.
So it actually could be Lanky's medal still, too.
I might have gotten confused when Cam was here earlier.
Yeah. Well, you can get Lanky's out of logic. I don't know if you did, but...
Oh.
It is
I thought you could.
Yeah, because I forget you can go into the Tiny Temple and dive.
Yeah.
And they did have diving at that point. See a dueling vulture race here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks... That's... Oh!
Okay, so 2% minigame.
Or... Okay, yeah, I
guess,
Or
the violent
the twirl
castle
yeah.
Would be wild.
Which is what Cam is immediately rushing.
But what would that be? You have every move for key 8. There's not even a 2% situation anymore.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Huh.
Well
Yeah.
done.
It's homing in. 100%.
Alright, so we see Mumbo going to finish up Donkey's Medal and getting Strong Kong there. Perfect.
Yep, that's what, yep. There it is. Okay, so that's, yeah, Thornvine is
Thornvine for sure.
Yep. So you need Forest to be level 6. Otherwise, we are looking for Slam 3.
And we do have a Forest level 6. Perfect.
Okay, so it's very straightforward. As long as the Helm Gone barrel, the lobby barrel, is actually just Mini Monkey, which it should be. So.
It really should be. But yeah, I think it might have been a bit better, like I said earlier, to go see which one was which level, because like you can do pretty much everything in Forest Mills out of logic as long as oh, it's the other Slam. No, Cam.
Oh, he found Slam 3? Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so I think going and seeing that this was level 6 would have basically made me not do the medals in Aztec. Now, I mean, they still need GBs, so like doing them doesn't hurt. It's just
right. It's just more like you could be getting GBs in Mills itself instead of in Aztec, where it takes a little bit more time because you're getting Donkey's Medal or any medals you haven't gotten, right? Here's the cook. Helm Lobby is coconut for a cheap Switch check.
Oh no.
That's what Alta's saying. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we do have some required item in Hillside. That is true. Although, so that donkey medal does require coconut. Because the way to get the Aztec donkey medal is either Llama Temple access plus Strong Kong or coconut. And so because the medal itself was Strong Kong, then coconut has to be path.
Yeah, right.
Which means that free Diddy item is probably just going to be coconut.
Mm-hmm. The Season 3 45 CBs.
Yes.
Logic.
Those 5 pesky CBs, they ruin a lot more than you might think.
Oh, probably the ferry. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't have... Right. Yeah, because we didn't have vines on that path, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yep.
Okay. We're all good. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. Don't worry, chat. I'm paying attention. It's just, you know.
Yeah, and then heading to Japes here, even though you don't need the item, most likely, just having access to Japes as a level, it's such a fast level for GBs.
That's also a very cheap level 7.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's not too suspicious because you're pretty much done with the seed, but that is suspiciously low.
Yeah.
If you see that 20 minutes ago, you're like, Yeah, just gonna do the absolute fastest checks here. Things like your peanut tunnel here, the shops, probably like the chunky underground stuff.
Yep. Because, yeah, we do need 64 GBs. That is a difference from Season 2, which was 60.
Yeah, and you know it's a good seed when you're in go mode and you just need GBs, but sometimes those are the worst because you're
like sometimes it's a slog.
Yeah.
Especially depending on your level layout. In this case, at least they have japes at the end. If you had japes early on and you had to route level 7 castle instead for GBs, ooh. Ooh. Or I guess at that point you'd try to push maybe like Galleon instead. If you could.
Yeah, that's when an early Galleon can be nice, because like you spend most of your time exploring without diving. So when you have diving at the end, it's really nice.
Yep.
All right, so with dumping, Mumbo is officially at 64. So we'll probably see them just go up here, probably dump at Snides, and check that free Diddy item, just in like on the off chance something weird is happening. Buying some GBs is about the same speed as dumping, so it's probably a bit faster to buy one than to dump one.
Yeah, probably.
And we'll see Cam getting his strong Kong here as well.
Yeah. He's gonna be a little from that little way he paused. He's like disappointed, you know, kind of, because it's like, oh, it's strong Kong. Yep, there's the coconut gun, as stated. Would be the case. Cam realizing that, wait a minute, that's probably coconut gun. Let me go to forest. To get my key 7.
So yeah, all Mumbo needs here is that mini monkey that we think is in Helm Lobby.
Yep,
so.
That we know for sure is in Helm Lobby. No shenanigans here whatsoever. Not trying very hard to commentator's curse here. It's perfectly mini monkey.
I didn't even think of the Kasplat. Technically, yeah, it could be.
No.
All right.
Yep, there's a potion. All right. Totally mini monkey. Right here.
Yeah, I mean, overall, that was not too wild with the paths. I think it was a good complexity though. Like, it was definitely not a free seed by any means.
No. Yep, just mini monkey. All right, let's go mode. I don't know, Alta. I don't remember what the regular bonus barrels, like what's vanilla for those. That's a question for somebody who knows vanilla way better than I do.
Kudos. Get back here. Yeah, that's the only thing I remember, is where the beaver bothers are. That's it. Yeah, your largest path this seed is just getting key 4, that key 4 path. Yeah. And it was nice because there was a good mix of Way of the Hordes and path hints in there, so you knew exactly where to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey, this is a potion.
That is kind of funny, and it is a ponytail twirl minigame.
Oh, okay.
That does explain it.
Okay, yup. So not mini monkey, ponytail twirl, actually hard required. So, I guess you could. I think you can barely do that with donkey kicks, but good luck.
Yeah.
It's generally not worth it.
That is like, I'm in complete casino. I have zero clue where this could be.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was another vial for a second, but it was a pearl.
Okay, that would have been funny if it was another one. Yeah, I think you're right, Celerity. For that, on low lag.
Alright, so we see Cam scrounging up the last couple of GBs. Looks like he has 4 to dump, so needs to get at least 3 more.
Yeah, both of these two were close together for a while, but then Cam got slightly baited by the twirl.
Yeah.
And that took him over to Castle to check the underground barrel we saw, which, again, I mean, we have the overall picture of the seed. When you're racing like this, it's easy to just go like, oh, twirl, okay, I saw that potion, I gotta go get it, right? Like,
yeah.
You aren't necessarily thinking the moment about it being just for key 8 and for helm minigame shenanigans, 2% stuff, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a different game when you're watching with a hint sheet versus actually sitting there playing.
Oh yeah.
You just do not have enough time to process everything normally.
Like, it's so easy to just, like, in the moment, you just, as you're doing stuff, you go to check some checks with a move you just got, and then, like maybe, 10 minutes later, you realize, oh, that's what that's for! Hold on, let me go this way!
Yeah.
It's very easy to do that. I feel like I do that every other seed sometimes.
Yeah, there will always be that one move, or the worst is when you start with a move, and then, like,
yes,
45 minutes into a seed, you get something off of that move. It was like, oh wait, where did I get this move? And it's like, oh wait, I've had this the entire time. Or like, I think I had a recent one where I started with Rocket Barrel, but I didn't get Diddy until like an hour in, and so I just wasn't doing rocket checks because I didn't know I had it. Because
dude, that's literally like the other night where I think I started with Simian Spring, okay, and I had a hint that said Simian. Oh no, it wasn't started with Simian Spring. It was just it was an item hinting seed. And it just said, one of my hints was for Simian Spring, like, looking for Simian Spring, it's in here. Yep. And I did every other Simian Spring check, and I was like, what is this for? What is this move for? And I completely blanked out Diddy Production. Like, I just blanked it out until I had Slam 3, where I was just going through production and hitting the chunky switch and the Diddy switch, finally. And then I saw it. It was my baboon blast I needed, and I was like, oh my gosh,
gotcha,
that's what it was for.
All right,
so yeah, it's just an example of how easy it is to just overlook it in the moment like that, how you can just leave a checkout.
I do find it interesting that Cam is sticking around here in Japes.
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly he's looking for. I know he has to get he probably wants to get the free Diddy item, just,
yeah,
you know,
he wants to confirm that. I mean, even Mumbo did that too.
Yeah.
I don't blame anyone who does, because especially because in the seed you do have a ponytail twirl minigame, right? There could be shenanigans like with this Way of the Horde hinted item, right? So you kind of just don't want to take any chances with it. Like, you're probably safe, but it's like when it's not a path hinted item. If it was a path hinted item, you'd be able to just say, okay, that's coconut, right? But
Right.
when it's a Way of the Horde item, it's like, let me just make sure while I'm getting these GBs here in Japes. Couple of unfortunate mistakes on Cam's side was the difference here. Falling down castle, which I guess technically speaking it didn't really make that much of a difference, but and then like I said, the twirl bait.
Yeah.
And routing probably a little bit more of factory than Mumbo, I feel like, with, you know, getting guitar. That kind of matters a little bit. But overall, they were pretty close for a while, and it was a good race between them.
Yeah, I think the other spot that I think Mumbo pulled ahead a little bit was the going right versus left in factory.
Yes. Yeah,
Mumbo...
yeah, that's what I meant by Cam riding a bit more factory than Mumbo.
Oh, yeah. It was just because Donkey was like on the first check when you go to the right.
Yeah.
I think Mumbo just had the extra mobility, was able to
just
skip
get a
more.
lot of time. Yeah, you just make up a lot of ground that way. Because of Donkey rolls.
Yeah, that going the comment in chat about going testing first is almost always better. A lot of times it is. The one case where it's sometimes better to go towards storage first was actually what happened here, where something in production was hinted, and it's like, well, I want to see if it's at the top or if it's at the bottom of production.
Right.
But it just so happened that Donkey was also on a Kasplat, so it probably was better to go to testing, but I think either way.
Yeah. Nice Diddy little glitch there. Getting it on the same frame as the barrel activation.
This is the final phase, though, for Mumbo, so...
Very, very, smooth K-roll, you know? Except, yeah, very smooth K-roll.
Alright, and that should be time for Mumbo.
GG's to Mumbo.
122.45 in the race room. Good enough for second place. Second place in the race room. Very large race of 53 racers, so
wow,
definitely a great time. We'll see if we can get them in here.
These numbers, these walls are pulling.
122s. These times didn't used to happen.
No, they certainly didn't. And the requirements for medals have increased. Why? How are you guys going faster with 45 CDs required? Excuse me.
And we have him here. GG's Mumbo.
GG's.
GG's.
That was a fun seed. What'd you think?
It was pretty straightforward. The hints at the beginning looked like they were going to be tough, and then it ended up being straightforward. I think I played a little too safe. I checked bosses that I shouldn't have, but I mean, you couldn't have known.
Right.
And I was getting way inside my head about Mini, because you had all these 4-8 tinies, and it eventually got you diving, which led to key 4. So I was like, oh god, which diving check is it? I peeked a potion in Diddy's 5-door ship, so I'm like, oh god, I need guitar somewhere. Hopefully it's that one hanging Wath and Japes. And then when it was Coconut, I was like, it's just in Helm Lobby. So I checked the Kasplat and it wasn't there, and I was like, oh no, it's the other Helm Lobby. I should have seen this coming. Because Gone and Vines are the two things that are hinted to it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's so obvious. So probably the smart thing to do would have been to recognize that. Probably just go to Helm early, just to confirm it. Because it takes, what, 30 seconds to peek or whatever? So just go check that first, and then you could probably skip Japes and do a lot better. But I don't know. I
mean,
played
to be
okay.
Fair, you had to get GBs where you were, and Japes is pretty fast. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, we called out the Gorilla Gone Mini Monkey about like at the 50-minute mark or so.
Yeah.
Because
I
we
should
realized
that about then.
We
Gone
also
and
called it
Vines were on
out.
the same path.
We also called it out not as a joke, but as like oh, this could be like really bad and be there, but like it actually did make sense. And then
Yeah.
yeah, what we were worried about for a lot of the end of that seed was
Forest.
well, it was
What
it was
level?
Forest, knowing if it was 6 or 7, but
Yeah, because of the slams.
yeah, but also
Where,
just
where was
having
the first slam? First slam was just on a shop. Yeah, this first slam didn't get hinted, so that makes
Yeah.
it way less likely that you
And-
needed both.
so
Yeah.
Cam did find the other slam. It
yeah?
was the over the chasm ponytail twirl barrel.
Yeah, I peeked that, and
Yeah.
I just never went back to get it because I figured
Yeah.
twirl was just
yeah.
for help.
What we were worried about for a lot of it was we had so many hints left, but not that many things left to collect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you have a 2% ponytail twirl mini game, you've got you need to get Strong Kong, which because Strong Kong was the metal, Coconut was Way of the Horde to get Strong Kong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny seeing you get it in the Strong Kong tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I was totally expecting that to be key 7 and that I was gonna get Strong Kong and Fungi. So it was definitely the Uno reverse card there.
Yeah.
Oh,
it totally
yeah.
was. Yeah, your only super large path was barrels diving and all that tied to mini. So it was a pretty straightforward seed with once that was done, because you didn't have very many large path hints. Just a lot of Way of the Hordes and small path.
Right.
7.
GBs were pretty nice too. Shops were nice, coins were nice. So it's just there was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of mandatory go to this level to get it one thing, go to this level. But it was a pretty fast seed.
Yeah.
Even the helm instruments were nice. Like
Yeah, it was the 2 that I just had. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, here it is. You just gotta climb production. Oh, here it is. It's in the shop. Okay. Bye, I guess.
What does it seem that I thought so many people were going to be done by now. What does it seem that people are struggling with, you think?
I've kind of been poking around. It doesn't seem like there's been too much struggling in general. It's just, GB collection.
Maybe the early game GB collection could have been an issue, because it was a lot more of like moves. Like your moves to GB's ratio was kind of close together, right?
Right.
Like you only had like 9 or 10 GBs when it was like 20 minutes had gone by or something. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. And like just in general, because of that whole back and forth thing, like choosing to do more in a level than you actually had to could slow you down for sure. Like, because you have to go back and forth between caves to get barrels, to go back to castle to get diving, and like.
And you
really
also
easy to
don't
linger.
have Donkey for a while too.
True.
You don't have a
Stuck
lot
in
of-
level 5, and there's a mandatory quest to get all that stuff to get into 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Oh, which, let me tell you, that was some unfortunate hint timing. When you leave Aztec without doing 5-door temple, get like 1 more golden banana, and then the first hint is like 5-door temple to P5.
I mean, I knew I was coming back to Aztec anyways, so I did a very shallow clear. So I wasn't too upset. And I don't think it even would have helped me to get Key 5 earlier, because I wasn't going into 7 before going back to Aztec anyways, I don't think.
Right. I don't think it hurt you that much. It was just a little like pinch or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Just
funny.
Like,
It's more funny timing,
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then caves and castle start. Yeah, right. Like the caves, galleon, castle kind of
Galleon
hamstrings your GBs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it sucks when you find peanuts in Galleon.
Yeah, dude.
Because that was my game
so
plan
funny.
to start.
It was so funny.
Start
Etiquette was
with
talking
Galleon.
about. Etiquette was talking about how the shipyard sign was peanut locked, and right as he said that, Kevin the Kasplat drops peanuts.
that's something that I've learned is because Galleon sucks so bad that, especially if you don't have like DK to do Lighthouse, like that Kasplat is sometimes the only check you can do in Galleon, which means it very often has something to do the rest of Galleon, you know?
Yeah.
I need to respect that Kasplat more.
Gotta respect Kevin. GG's to Cam, by the way.
Yeah, GG's to Cam getting a 1:30.07 in the race room. So we'll see if we can get him in here.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely a fast race. It's Cam finished in 8th place. So there were 7 people with a sub 1:30, which, like I've been saying, like 6 months ago that was unheard of. So.
Right.
But we have Cam here. GG's Cam. Congrats on the finish.
GG Cam.
GG's. Morning.
What'd you think of the seed?
Fairies.
Fairy. Oh yeah, just finding a bunch of them.
I kept finding
they were
fairies
fun.
everywhere. Oh my gosh. I think I counted like at least like 10 fairies or something.
I liked how there was the one on top of the Aztec tiny temple. You just immediately left the fairy.
I don't need that anymore. I didn't even need it in the first place.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, look, Connor says I have 8 fairies and went out of my way for none of them. Yeah, same. I don't go out of my way for fairies, especially if there's like that many available. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I was mostly paranoid about Mini Monkey. Where was Pineapple again? Can you remind me?
Galleon Caverns.
Galleon?
Was
Okay,
the
so that...
fairy, the chest.
The fairy in the punch chest, yeah.
Yeah, so that whole situation was funny because Pineapple locks Vines and Chunky Shed.
Oh, that's
and
how
then
it
Vines takes you to Triangle.
Yeah, because I was like, I would have checked the Helm minigame sooner, but I could not figure out how Triangle fit into all that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just forgot that I got that kind of out of logic. I don't really think of it out of logic because there's like 2 items that are on the path to it. Like either or items. So
yeah, it's a weird, in this seed in particular, it's a weird situation because you get the 2 items that you need normally for Chunky Shed, like the either or are in the same room. So
yeah, I think technically, yeah, it was Pineapple that was for the Galleon Caverns and not Triangle.
Yeah, it'd be Pineapple.
Yeah.
I did not piece that together until like I saw the mini potion and I was like, how? Oh, Chunky, that's where I got Vines. Yeah. So yeah, pretty good seed overall. I went out of my way for. I probably shouldn't have gotten that Twirl potion underground, but I was already like gonna search the castle lobby for the dirt patch, so I was like, I might as well get it in the same trip, just in case I need it.
Yeah, and I think at that point you didn't know if Forest was level 7 or not, so getting that second slam could have been like saved the seed, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I forgot that like Twirl was probably necessary for Helm, so
yeah.
And it was.
But yeah, it was definitely a fun watch. Definitely seemed like a fast seed.
Yeah. I'll have to watch the restream back.
Yeah, definitely. You guys were very close for a while. It was really interesting. You routed things in like a similar, not a similar order, but a different order, but similar directions and everything.
Where do you think I dropped off from like Mumbo's time?
I think it was around when you were in factory. You didn't get Donkey first. You went production first, and then
yeah, the good old 50-50.
Yep.
Yeah, and then after that, the twirl bait to go get the barrel and Castle Underground.
Gotcha. So Mumbo never got that.
Yeah. Yep.
I figured.
And when I was kind of running around for mini, because like these qualifiers have been cursed so far. Like I kind of been going out of my way to get a few more things more often, just because that's been happening a lot. So I just wanted to like get these potions just in case I need them. So
right.
That's kind of why I did all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, if I'm in the middle of a seed like that, I'm probably doing the same thing. Like, it's way different when you're in the commentator's booth or you're just looking over
Yeah.
someone's shoulder doing the seed.
Yeah, I was doing some easy barrel checks in Japes because like I was so confident that barrels was gonna like lead me to my mini monkey. It just made too much sense, but nope.
Nope, just barrels was just for diving, which was, you know,
Yep.
that whole sequence. Yep.
Oh my goodness. If only we got a half hint for barrels.
That would
Right,
have
of
helped a
course.
lot. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I was also trying to figure out why triangles also path to key 8 because I don't think I got anything with triangles, so that's probably also where pineapple to get vines comes in.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah,
then-
that pineapple was the key.
Yeah, I just I forgot where I got pineapple, but I didn't feel
Right.
like it was necessary to like pause and figure out
To look,
because I
yeah.
was already in endgame.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And then speaking of endgame, the coconut way of the horde only to get Donkey's medal because Strong Kong was on the medal.
yeah, that's kind of what I
Another
figured because
weird
when I got Strong Kong, I realized I needed coconut for this, so I technically got it out of logic.
Yeah,
I was
should
gonna
be-
ignore getting coconut, but I wanted to. I was still paranoid about mini, so that's why I went and got like easy barrel
Right.
checks. Got coconut just in case coconut somehow led to the castle lobby coconut thing, and that's how I fulfilled the hint. But no, I was only gonna. And also, I was also thinking of the Kasplat. That's why you saw me go for that Kasplat because that is also locked by coconut and
Yeah.
sniper. So
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you both checked that first actually, which totally made sense.
Yeah.
yeah.
We were very tunnel visioned on the gone barrel, but it would have made sense
Yeah.
for coconut for sure.
Yeah. This seed just kind of throws you for a loop.
Yeah.
That's season 3 for you.
Yep. This season 3 has been throwing me for a loop quite a bit lately, but I've been doing too bad, so I'm pretty proud of myself, even if I'm not getting 2 top of times.
I mean, you can't really complain about a 90-minute seed, I don't think.
Yeah. Shame no sub 90 for this seed though. Oh well. Just barely off.
Yeah, just, 7 seconds,
Yeah.
Eight
Maybe we can shave that off with like the bean that I got.
Yeah.
True.
Or actually, no, it was the trombone that I played at the start.
You did the very first frame of starting.
yeah.
Played trombone.
The racer was like, wouldn't it be cool if we played if like Mumbo played trombone at start? Mumbo's like, no, don't make me lose race time points, and I was like, I'll do it.
Oh, that's so funny.
And that cost me the sub 90. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, we should. Are there any other last comments?
I'm good.
Yeah, that was a fun seed.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. If you are watching here on Twitch, make sure you follow the channel. There's another qualifier actually in like less than 12 hours.
Oh, baby.
oh, gosh.
Can't wait.
Nice 9 a.m. Eastern. The EU race. There's going to be a couple of those coming up. Make sure you join the Discord over at discord.dk64randomizer.com. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Come on over to Twitch if you want to watch it live. And make sure you check out the upcoming races. And with that, I think we are good to go. Any final words from anyone?
I will see if I can. Well, usually I don't participate in the Sunday. Oh wait. Oh, this is the qualifier for Saturday 9 a.m.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not participating in that one. It's too early for me. I was like, I was kind of thinking of like the Sunday one, but I was like, wait a second, because usually the qualifiers are Friday and then Sunday. That's how it's been for like the past 2 weeks. So that's what I was thinking of. But I cannot participate at 9 a.m. So good luck everybody in that race.
Absolutely. And I guess with that, we are good to go. So thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Morning.
See you guys.
Morning.
Morning.